It's time for your yummy update. I actually have some breaking news to start off the show. The corrupt SEC's top lawyer, Megan Barbero, announces she is resigning on January 20th. So, of course, friends, the clown SEC, honk honk, with their clown noses, nobody respects them. They are the corrupt, evil, fourth wing arm of the government in the shadows. Puppets. And now we are finally getting rid of them. I can only think about the future, friends, and I do wonder how temporary this will be. I know it will be temporary, but these things, they take some time to play out. There's some stories and narratives out here in the simulation, which means, like, for us to be really disappointed later on in, like, the next series or the next cycle, we need this stuff to be good. You know what I mean? Like, we need, it's kind of like, oh, there's three, let's say, you know, oh, there's going to be Matrix 1, 2, and 3. You're like, oh, I'm starting to watch, Matrix 1. So you know, like, okay, towards the end of it, Neo's going to do some amazing stuff. It's like, come on, just get a victory for us. You know what I mean? Like, it's still season 1. That's what it feels like here. Remember, we are in the then they fight you phase for crypto as well. First they ignore, then they laugh. We're in the fighting, okay? And the final part is we win. As we mentioned earlier in the day as well, friends, so PulseX hit 6% total buy and burn. It is a nice, beautiful achievement, considering there is corrupt clown nose Interpol from Soyboy Finland Government, honk honk, with all their lactating man boobs and all the disgusting things they're doing out here to the civilian population. All this clown Interpol, nobody takes it seriously because it's being used as a weapon of the government. They put Julian Assange on the Interpol. They put Donald Trump's mugshot and stuff out here. Nobody takes these people seriously. You also have the corrupt SEC now on their way out. Donald Trump even says he's considering just wiping out all the SEC stuff unless it involves fraud. But yeah, I just want to ask you something, friends. There is a court proceeding, which is the transcript, okay, that occurred from Richard Hart and the SEC. Let's read this together. Look at this, friends. Look at this. The court. PulseChain was developed, correct? And some investors got tokens. So why didn't he do what he said he was going to do? How is it fraud if you do what you say you're going to do? Basically, I think it was Judge Auntie Carol asking corrupt SEC lawyers saying, okay, so you're saying there's fraud. So fraud is you say you're going to do one thing and then you do the other. Okay, well, how is it fraud? Like he did exactly what he said he was going to do. He did. Yes, he said he was going to do XYZ. We're going to make a chain. There's these sacrifice wallets, blah, 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 blah. Okay, and they all happen. Okay, so where's the fraud? Where is exactly the fraud? Is it delivered? The chain works. So as you get to see, friends, there is no fraud here, okay? Auntie Carol has a way with words. Shout out to Mr. Crypto Coffee as well. Poopsenders.com. Not advised. Probably don't go there, friends. Unless if you got a poop fetish, that's bear market stuff. Okay, like you want to indulge in your fantasies. Okay, we got green candle fantasies here, especially if you're in the friendship cult, because we've been waiting a long time for this. So you just got to give it a flick in the bedroom. That's the secret, if you know what I mean. So I even tagged the corrupt SEC. I go, hey, corrupt SEC, start answering this question for the 250,000 worldwide PulseChain members. There aren't that many out here. Remember, PulseChain, friends, the cheapest neo-religion you can get in crypto, and you have PulseX, the better Uniswap. You have King Incentive Token as well, the greenest logo in crypto, and you've got Hex, the better Bitcoin. How could we forget that? So where's the fraud, corrupt SEC? Where is the fraud? Okay, again, quoting Cleo, because Cleo's not upset about the prices, that's not fraud. Okay, go ask, how can like 3 people say, oh, there's fraud, but 249,997 people say there isn't fraud? Okay, that makes no sense. That's like saying, oh, well, like 2 people say that Donald Trump may have raped them like 88 years ago. Okay, so let's lock him up in jail. That doesn't work like that, okay? And they know it doesn't work like that because they're evil and they're corrupt and they're just basically attack dogs. I don't even want to, put them down to that level. Like, that's embarrassing for dogs. They're basically just cockroaches, Remember, even earlier in the day, I reported for you, so Senator Cynthia Lummis, just so you know, friends, she confirms, it's not conspiracy, she literally confirmed the FDIC has been deleting emails and documents regarding Operation Chokepoint 2.0, all their memos where they take on crypto. They're like in hyper panic mode. So they have been, it's deep state scum. It's from within the US government. They're deleting all their paper trails. They got caught. They're just all pathetic, man. I can't believe this goes on. But you know what, friends? I believe in America. I believe America more than most people out there, especially, you know, some people in America don't even appreciate the land they're in. America always finds a way. It really is a land of opportunity. Their justice system, as corrupt as it may look sometimes, it finds a way. It somehow finds a way, and everything actually just works out. It beats the rest of the world. China, no chance. India, no chance. You have South America, no chance. You also have Europe, especially no chance. Very unfortunate. I don't know if you've seen, fans. There's this Twitter post circulating around, and it's actually true. 16 years ago, America, US of A, maybe you've heard of it, and Europe had the same GDP. Okay, but in 16 years, America has like tripled, and then Europe stayed the same. That's because Europe, unfortunately, because European citizens, friends, of course, European citizens are cool. Just that you don't have that blood in you to like fight the government stuff. It's kind of like there's too much socialism involved, all this socialism and woke stuff, and just all these disgusting things that they're not good for economic growth and prosperity out here. Okay, when you start introducing these policies, it takes a toll on everybody, and then you basically lose all your best talent out there to the rest of the world. So it's no surprise that, you know, we see things like corrupt Interpol. They literally go, they're literally getting their nipples out, lactating their disgusting soy milk from their lamb boobs. That's exactly what we think about when we think of them. They have a very, very, very negative, bad image out here. I wanted to show you this information from Uncle Bobby Loukas. He's basically got some expectations about where we are now. You can see on the chart at the bottom where he says likely this recent action was the bear trap. He goes, it was pretty significant. He still believes we need a bit more time to consolidate this 90 to 100K zone, but it is higher than maybe what people expected from before. And it's also interesting, shout out to Mr. Underscores, is this cycle following 2017 more than 2021? Right, Bob? Definitely. So even Uncle Bobby is agreeing, or could be offense, could be a bit self-circular as well. Sometimes it's what I've actually seen. I'm not going to tell you the names, but yeah, shout out to all the baby dolls out there. They know who they are. I've seen people watch me and they go, repeat the stuff in their own language, and then I like report on it. Oh wow, that person sees the same thing I do, and I'm like, no, it turns out they're just watching me. It's kind of funny when you think about it. So if we get lucky, if we get blessed this year, it is 2017 repeat. Even though rates are going up just like now, remember, people who look at interest rates for altcoins, they're cucks because they're ignoring the data. They're just making up stuff in their head. Maybe they've got an audience they're trying to shill or grift or, you know, whatever it is for their services. Because we had the biggest alt season of all time, 2 of them in 2017 when we had rates going up. So explain that for me. They're literally in the middle of tightening and we had it. So obviously rates, they're not as effective as what people think. There's a delayed effect. And the market and the pricing of all these other things happens more complicated than that. Also, remain bullish. Market crash in 2025. Investor in 50% cash. Conditions are in place for market crash. I think I forgot this gentleman's name. Is it Dario? I forgot his name. Darius. I forgot your name, sir. But I remember he was turbo bearish at the end of 2022. I remember he's that's what these guys do. He's like a macro guy, and they got a newsletter. They try to sell like $1,000 a month newsletters out here to all these macro people and recruit them. But yeah, I specifically remember, man, I was tagging him on Twitter. I was like, bro, I think you're wrong. So we were down here because he was bearish this whole time, right? And then the bear mode finally came. They said, oh, it's going to go bad. And then literally, man, I just like, friends, you gotta understand, it was literally just me by myself. And I was like, man, I can't believe everyone's bearish right now. Like, it just has to go up. Everything says we go up. Otherwise, we're just failures. And then we did start going up and they finally have to capitulate later on out here. So now they're back to being bearish again, which I'm not surprised. Ignoring the 4-year cycle. We'll see. Now, remember this saying, friends. If you mess with the bull, you're going to get the horns. So this is Martin Shkreli, right? He's got a bit of man boob action going on there. Martin's got to do some push-ups. Martin Shkreli, he's down $2.3 million today. He's on these quantum shorts. So he would be down over 5 million if he wasn't hedged. So he is hedged. He's on equities. He's down over 3.2 million on RGTI and these things. So I'm just showing you, he's shorting these things. So Martin, yes, smart guy, right? Smart, evil genius type of guy. You know, friends, you know who he reminds me of? Do you ever watch Pinky and the Brain? The cartoon show as a kid? Yeah. So literally, Martin Shkreli reminds me of the Brain. It reminds me of some sort of like a little evil genius. Pinky. That's funny. It's funny how we think about it. But he's, so this is him. It's kind of funny. He's got a big head like him as well in this angle. Look, you could be right, man. You could be right. Yeah, this AI thing, it is all fluff. It's all going to go to zero, blah, blah, blah. The problem, though, is you're trying to short it like right now. And bull markets on charts, they look easy. They look like, oh, these things are going to come down. But, man, that coming down part, it could go up for a full year before it comes down. And that's where it blows everyone apart. So if you're curious as well, so he's down on, let's say this coin, this stock QUBT. So what I'm just going to show you, friends, I've actually got the QUBT stonk up here for you. And what I've done is I put on a weekly and I've put the super trend. See how it does these big spike ups and it comes back down. This is what this stock does. It goes up, pump and down, pump and down, pump and down. But look at this. It's scary to just try to sit in front of these and try to actually do some of these like, hero type of trades. So a better thing to do, like he could be short. He's like hanging on side. Maybe he's still short. A better thing to do is wait for it to confirm a week under. Okay, so wait for it to confirm a week under here. And then the super trend looks like that. That's the super trend. And then you basically can scale your shorts in. And then you got to pray to God you don't get busted up. But that's pretty much what would happen. See what happens here. So if you wait for it to confirm here, then okay, sweet, you can start to get short up until the line. So once this thing drops here, you're now shorting around here. So that's just one, if you wanted to play this like macro short out here. But look what he's doing, right? He's still short in the wake of a green weekly super trend. But to be honest, man, if you put on 3-day, look at this. On the 3-day, it flipped red. It's just, there's no free lunch in this game, you know what I mean? But if you're playing these macro stuff, you probably don't want to take chances on a blowout. Like, so that's why you got to use the weekly. But he's trying to short this stuff. Quantum computing, yeah, maybe they're all scams and grifts, but man, it's just like, it's not the bull market to do, man. Like, we're just, yeah, it's very, very dangerous. Some other news of the day, friends. So Ansoy, there's always this controversy. Don't worry about these all new narratives. Some guy might be buying, some guy might be selling. There are a lot of people, friends, they waste so much time watching wallets. Trust me, look, you don't get any edge from them, man. Like, yeah, the one guy's got edge out here, he ain't sharing it with you, okay? Maybe you find some stuff. People change all the time. Just, there's no secret to do this. If there was wallet watching edge, trust me, Ivan would have mined it out. He'd be selling his service for $5,000 a month. I'm not even joking. If there really was that edge. He's done all this wallet watching, Morales, all these like this tracking, this evidence, his experience points, all these other systems out here. You kind of get some things, but in a bull market, everything just goes up anyway, man. So here's the thing. So Ansoy started talking about this coin. This coin looks pretty cool. Rust coin. So from Ross Ulbricht, there's two meme coins of this. I'm not touching any of them. Some people launch an AI coin around Ross. A lot of crypto people thought they were early during Silk Road days. Trump has already pledged to pardon him. So it's meme coin. But then look at this guy comes out, calls him out. Ansoy, I like you, so I'll be fair, but I need to call you out. Listen up. I'm exposing an insider play. A newly created account with just 25 posts launched a Ross Ulbricht coin to extract value. The account is new, only has fake followers, but for some reason, Ansoy follows him. The dev bundled 95% of the supply, already cashed out $2 million for himself, is manipulating the market with bots and fake Twitter accounts. Ansoy is quoting the fake Ross within the first hour, pretending to have found it. It is very common for undisclosed shills to use phrases like, oh, I found this, or pretty cool to find. This is not speculation. The evidence is overwhelming. Fake Ross is manipulated to 25 million market cap. It's an obvious grift. 1 hour after launch, it already has 6,500 holders. This is not possible. To all my fellow Ross, this is a declaration of war. So this guy, he knows this. Why? Because he's in the other Ross. There's another Ross out here. But then I think he makes a response as well. It's kind of, yeah, there's a response. Ansoy says, I woke up and I sorted by volume on Deck Screener and it was number 1. I clicked the link and then it's not more complicated than that. Wasn't even aware the other Ross coin existed. He says, I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt for now, but you admit that it looks shady, right? I told my guys to hold off on calling you out, but we are in a full-blown war with your Ross coin, as you can see from my hundreds of notifications you get. May the better fighter win. So just showing you these things. There is no social warrior justice and stuff out here. There doesn't exist in crypto. It's a game. It's a casino, okay? Casino game, whatever. Just you're coming in. You're entering the arena, okay? You're going to try and make it out alive. Long-term mindset. Yes, this is how we got to where we are now. DCA buying, 90% call, 10% lottery. I've taught you so much here, but these are the types of things that come out here. And then, you know what? These narratives shift and morph. This is why, friends, if you're going to be on Solana, where's your edge? Like, we need edge in these insider cabals. Are you part of it, or are you just momentum buying with everyone else? But if you keep doing that, man, you're eventually going to miss the thing that you've been leaving, because that thing's going to do like a momentum up push multiple times. It's going to be outside of your radar. Look what XRP did, bro. Look what XRP did. Everyone probably thought, we all thought, oh, XRP might move at the very end. Now this is the XRP BTC ratio. It's starting to move up, man. XRP gone up 300%. Whatever does another move up. So I'm just showing you that stick to the stuff you know. You can DCA buy harder. don't do this leverage stuff out here. But you understand, like, this game is more complicated than just like, oh, I found this new thing out here, okay? This is just always people's incentive to try to get you to think it's the next best thing. Don't forget as well, Donald Trump Jr. follows Richard Hart. I follow Richard Hart on X, so should you. So shout out to Mr. Shamshom. Mr. Shamshom. They're awesome guy, man, as well. So thank you for this picture as well. I got this from your comment section. So I was just scrolling around. So he's got the Mog glasses out here. So it is true. Okay. Donald Trump Jr. is following Richard Hart, which is interesting to have the same lawyers out here. They're mogging all the non-believers together. Hopefully this raises the odds that we get a good outcome for corrupt SEC, and then things just start to move finally in our way. I saw this earlier in the day as well, friends. So Dave Portnoy just started posting XRP because it's starting to rise up. Remember Dave Portnoy, he came into crypto 2021. He eventually, I think he first bought Bitcoin at 10K. He wasn't doing anything. So then he got rid of it at like 9 or something, or 10 or whatever. And then he was like, I just don't get it. I don't get it. I'm a regular American guy. I don't get it. That's his whole shtick. He's playing like the regular guy and stuff out here. Now, we tried to get him back in, and then it was just like, it's just a mess, bro. Just these people, friends, they just, I know finance is, you gotta look at the long-term charts. Long-term things, you got to, I know it's not easy to get at the start. It's just, it is kind of easy. Hey, buy, hold, and do nothing. It is easy to do that. That's it. Let's super left curve, buy, hold, do nothing, come back in 10 years. Okay. But they can't do that. If you eventually move into the mid curve and you think about things a bit too much out here. Oh yeah, thank you, Mr. Hexicat. This is true. So Dave Portnoy picked SafeMoon as his crypto of choice last cycle, and he shilled SafeMoon. So yes, as well, after it gone up heaps, he shilled SafeMoon. We all remember that as well. It's like a big retailer indicator. Kind of telling you that might be. You never know, friends. Maybe if Dave Portnoy was onto that, maybe XRP is that new retailer thing again, which inspires hope that something from the old past can be a new revitalized thing. But it's not there yet. It's not there yet. It could just be some signs that we're just getting a good bull market. That could be it. And that's all I have for you today. Like, subscribe, belly button, all. Catch you soon.